In the pristine halls of the heavenly realm, a god named Li stands out as a bizarre anomaly who strictly refuses to wear shoes. While the other deities present themselves with flawless elegance, Li remains rugged and highly unconventional. His high status among the gods relies entirely on his possession of the Ruyi. The Ruyi is an ultimate magical weapon capable of channeling immense divine energy. When a monstrous demon named Neon attacks a heavenly celebration, Li uses the Ruyi to effortlessly crush the invader. This map shows exactly how quickly Li's position unravels. Heaven and the mortal realm are strictly separated by a forbidden boundary. Through sheer arrogance, Li's invincible weapon slips from his grasp and plummets straight down to earth, breaking heaven's absolute law. Without the Ruyi, Li's divine powers immediately begin to drain away. Facing severe punishment if the other gods discover his mistake, he is forced to illegally descend to the mortal world to retrieve it. Li views this trip as a simple retrieval mission for a piece of divine metal. In reality, this earthly quest will force him to confront his own human trauma and the mortality he thought he had left behind. Li endures a brutal, exhausting crash landing on Earth. Severely weakened, his first stroke of luck comes when he meets Pian, a resourceful mortal girl who agrees to help him navigate the unfamiliar terrain. She guides him toward a glowing mountain peak. According to local legend, a powerful heavenly treasure is hidden at the summit, protected by a gauntlet of deadly physical traps and magical bells that disorient intruders. As they travel, Li finally explains why he refuses to wear shoes. In his previous life, he was a human outcast born with unusually massive feet, constantly mocked and discriminated against by the people in his village. His human life ended in violence. During a sudden earthquake, Li tried to protect his only friend, a sick little girl named Chao. The panicked villagers, assuming Li was kidnapping her, beat him to death in the mud. The Queen of Heaven, the supreme ruler of the divine realm, witnessed this act. Moved by his sacrifice, she resurrected him as a god and normalized his physical form, but Li kept his feet bare as a permanent reminder of his past. Li's immense divine power is rooted in a deeply human, mortal sacrifice, rather than heavenly privilege. Back in the present, Li and Pian successfully navigate the mountain's invisible traps and bypass the magical bells, fully expecting to find the Ruyi weapon waiting for them at the top. Instead of a divine weapon, they find a glowing golden egg resting at the summit. Assuming the egg is worthless, Li's arrogance takes over. He abandons Pian on the mountain, leaving her alone with the treasure to face a pack of approaching demons, while he marches back to the village. His selfishness backfires immediately. The village elder betrays the weakened god, binding Li in heavy chains and initiating a ritual to execute him with lightning strikes. This cyclical flowchart tracks the catastrophe unfolding at the exact same time. The demon Neon, whom Li defeated in heaven, had been cast down to earth and transformed into that dormant golden egg. Brought back to the village, the egg now hatches. Ironically, while in its dormant egg state, the demon was projecting an aura that protected the settlement from other threats. Now, Neon is fully awake and destroying the village. Li's obsession with finding a physical weapon blinded him to the actual danger. Bound and drained of magic, he is powerless against the very monster he once defeated. Tense, rapid pacing. Stripped of his magic and physically exhausted from the lightning strikes, Li is cornered in the burning village. Neon prepares to deliver the final blow. Pian suddenly intervenes. She throws herself directly into the path of Neon's attack, taking the fatal blow meant for Li. As Pian collapses, the glowing magical symbol of the Ruyi appears clearly on her forehead. Pian is the lost weapon Li has been searching for. This visual equation illustrates exactly how this divine reincarnation works. After Li's human death, the little girl Chao lived a full life, begging heaven to always let her stay by Li's side. The Queen of Heaven granted this by forging Chao's mortal soul into Li's divine weapon. Dropping the weapon from heaven severed a soul bond, forcing the Ruyi to revert to its mortal form as Pian. Pian's sacrifice completely repairs that severed bond. She transforms back into her divine weapon state, giving Li the power to finally overpower and defeat Neon. The Queen of Heaven arrives to pass judgment on Li for breaking the heavenly laws, but Li uses his restored standing to beg for mercy. asking the queen to give the demon Nian a second chance. Li's journey proves that divine immortality is found in the enduring human bonds of compassion, the willingness to sacrifice, and the choice to break the cycle of violence through forgiveness.